Okay, so the last IDE that you may install if you want to is the Intellij IDE. And this is used by major corporations. And I'm installing the community version because the ultimate version, if you go on their website, the ultimate version will require you to purchase a license key. You can probably get a license key for free with your northsouth.edu domain account, but I will not dive into that because that's beyond the scope of this tutorial. And make sure that you have selected 64-bit launcher if you want to create a desktop shortcut. I do not prefer cluttering up my desktop with shortcuts, so I will uncheck that. Also, you can create the associations .java. That .java file should be opened by IntelliJ, but I do not want to do that either, so I will just simply click on next. Now this is a large installer, so I don't think it needs to reach out online for additional libraries like Eclipse, and it should be a fairly straightforward installation process. Okay, so once the installation is done, you should find this dialog box. You can check the Run Intellij IDEA Community Edition, and that should open up IntelliJ for you. You should click on Do Not Import Settings and OK. And okay, so we already can customize the IDE, which is a good thing for me because I like to have larger font sizes. And by default, it's dark theme, which is another aspect of IntelliJ IDE that I like. So now in projects, you should click on new project. And I guess I made the font size a bit bigger, a bit too big. Yeah, 16 seems okay. So when you're just starting out, you should just select Java from the left side and make sure the project SDK is 15.0.2, which we installed earlier. Then click on next. You don't have to do anything here. Click on next. Let's say hello world, and then finish. That will open up your IDE. And inside the source folder, you want to create a package. And then in here, you want to create a class called whatever. Okay, so 18 was still a bit small of a font size. We can take care of that. Okay, let's make this 24 and see what happens. Okay, that's better. So by default, every IDE uses 4-space indentation. So we'd have to change that to 2-space. So in the settings from the file menu, type in indentation. Where was it exactly? think in Intellij IDE, you just have to type in your code. Although I'm not sure because I haven't used Intellij in a while. That once you're done typing your code, you can come down here where it says 4 spaces. And then you can say configure indents for Java. Okay, so that was there all the time. And make sure to uncheck use tab character, tab size to 2, indent to 2, and continuation indent, maybe set that to 2 as well. Keep indents on empty lines. Do not indent top class members. Use indent relative to expression start. Make sure that is checked. And no, I think these are okay. No. Yeah, I think the rest of this is okay. So you can see what happens if you tick or untick the options. I'll just leave it as default for now. And then you should just click on reindent to reindent the file with 2 spaces, and that should take care of indentation for you. Now, previously we also showed what happens if your code ends up like this, total haphazard. You can just select the code and was it refactor? No, that's the thing I'm looking for is format. Uh, okay, so under the code menu, you should see reformat code, and that should fix the indentation for you automatically. So now we'd like to run our project or our Java file. So I will right click on the file and say run. That will build the file and it will simply print out hello world. You notice that it's using 15.0.2 to build and compile our Java file, so that's perfectly fine. That's the exact behavior that we want it to display. So that's basically the basic setup of Intellij IDE, and it should not cause any problems for you.